What's happening, man?
Hello, Uni.
We are back in the building. Oh
and
my God.
We are. Whew. Yeah,
Man, it's been a week. Whew.
That's what I was about to say, but guess
You
what?
was about to say that?
Yeah, yeah, it's been a week, but I'm always thankful for a day off.
Yeah, believe that.
Anywho,
for sure.
So let me just say, thanks everybody for joining us today on this episode. We are just breezing right along, and we are glad that y'all on the ride with us. But I did just want to say for the listeners, thank you so much for listening, and for those YouTube people who are watching.
YouTube.
That subscribe button takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can do life with us on our channel and hear what we are saying and what we're talking about. Okay? That's
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Get us to that 100 so we can,
Oh yeah, we only a couple away from the 100. But what are we talking about today, Keish? What are we talking about?
Oh my gosh. We are talking about stalkers.
Stalkers.
Everybody, yeah. Everybody at one point of time in their life has dealt with a stalker. You may not have realized that they were a stalker, but they was a stalker. And I think Uni got about 7 of them.
Huh? What?
I'm just saying, you can have silent stalkers.
Silent stalkers?
Yeah.
Stalkers.
Yeah, they behind the scenes and they just watching your every little thing that you do on social media. They might, even be in the bushes or something. Who knows?
But let me ask you this. So are they a stalker if they're just watching from like social media? Is that considered stalking to you? I mean,
if they continuously... Yeah, it's stalking. If you had somebody that you used to deal with or used to mess with, let me correct my verbiage because Uni don't deal with people.
Yeah, I don't deal with nobody.
Because, he'll call me out in a heartbeat if I didn't fix it myself.
I wouldn't call you out like that.
Yes, you would.
You make me out to be the bad guy. Why I got to be the bad guy? Like, man, something wrong with that nigga. He got problems.
No,
I do got problems, so I do.
He do. But, it's just a part of his character. Anyway, listen. People you used to mess with, not you per se, Uni, but like anybody. If y'all ever been with somebody and y'all like try to break it off with them and y'all notice that like you get new friend requests out of nowhere and then you got like people just constantly coming back to your page. I know y'all done seen that. You ever seen somebody just look at your page like 5, 6, 7 times? Like 5, 6, 7 times every day?
I mean, like I guess, what platforms allow you to see how many times somebody's like actually
TikTok
looking at your page?
You.
Well, they let you see who viewed your profile, but it doesn't say how many times they viewed it.
But it'll say every time that they do it. So if you having people every day looking at your profile, Facebook
that might just mean that they're fans of what you're doing, especially if you're posting every day.
But what if you don't post every day?
They gotta check and see if you posted.
Then they gotta check and see. He's making up excuses. You making up excuses.
Saying, if you're a fan of somebody on social media, right? And this is a particular person that you like to see when you go on that particular platform, one of the first things you're going to do is go check their page to see if they got anything new uploaded.
How many times you gotta check their page? They do it often. You got people out here.
So you definitely got some social media stalkers. That's what you're saying.
My exes used to stalk me.
Oh.
You act like you ain't never had an ex stalk you. Come on now.
I don't think so.
Talk to me truthfully. Oh my gosh.
No, because I can count the number of exes I have on one hand. Like I only have in real life, I only have 1, 2, 3. I only have three exes in my entire life.
Somebody lying.
Why would I be lying? There's I can only think of 3 different people that I was actually in a relationship with. That I called them either my girlfriend, well, I guess that was it, just my girlfriend. And yeah, I can count 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I'm going to say deal with. You can shoot me in the foot later. Because I don't know what to say if it wasn't no... Okay, it might have been a situationship. I don't know.
Situationship? Just somebody I was messing with. And in any shape that
when I
would
say
have
dealing
them,
with, that's what I mean.
That's what you mean? Okay.
So I should get a pass for saying
dealing
that.
With?
Anyway.
Okay. I give you a pass.
Anyway, for anybody that you was dealing with.
Mm-hmm. It just sounds like I was going through a bad time when you say, the person you was dealing with. Like, God, was I dealing with her? Shit.
I done dealt with a couple people.
Yeah.
Whatever. So,
but I don't think they're stalking though, because I don't see them. If they are stalking, like, how would I know? Like, how would I know if I don't see them? They might be outside
right now with that little, that little camera. I don't. That didn't look right.
Are you talking about what you? Are you talking about what you would be doing?
Did you just call me a stalker, sir?
I asked, are you talking about what you would be doing?
You just called me a stalker. Anyway, so what is a stalker to you since you calling me a stalker, sir?
A stalker is pretty much what you just described. Somebody who is continuously, checking up on you, continuously trying to see where you at. But to go into from the crossover from fan to stalker, I think it would have to get to a point where the person that they're stalking actually starts to become uncomfortable. At that point, I would say, okay, now you're stalking me. Because, and then I think anytime a person is showing up where you're at and you don't want them to be there.
So what if it's a coincidence? Would you still consider that?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, did he purposely go there because he knew you was going to be there? Or was it just a mere coincidence and he just so happened to be there at the same time? Because let's say that happens a couple of times and it's just a coincidence, you might actually start thinking that this man is stalking you because you're starting to see him in public areas on a regular basis. Right?
Right.
But he might not really be a stalker. Y'all might actually live in the same area and go to the same stores.
Man, that's a bunch of, you know what I want to say. You know what I want to say. That's a bunch of BS. Because, listen, I consider a stalker, right? Somebody who like you said, they show up at places more frequently than probably anybody ever has. Inappropriate gifts, constantly engaging on social media in unwanted ways, like knowing your schedule, what time you do things. Like, what if they know like where you gonna run at, so they show up every day at whatever park you at in Piedmont Park, and you start running, and they there 5 minutes later. And they just keep bumping into you. Right?
Yeah, I guess. And as I talk into this mic directly, I need y'all to understand that don't be so quick to throw that stalker label on somebody. Okay? Just make sure that they're actually stalking you first. Because, I've been in a situation where I've actually ran into somebody that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, but is it every 2 days? Every day
okay. So it depends on how often it happens. Like if it happens like more than once within a week, something like that. Then,
yes, if they if you constantly run into this person, you getting off work and you go to the gas station and they at the gas station. Like, you get off work and you go get something to eat. They know your favorite spot. They at where you going to get something to eat at. Like, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about, stalking. They know your every move. They know what you going to do, when you going to do it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it.
No, you don't. Because you keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Because it's a thin line. It's a thin line.
We are not... No, this is not the Dag movie. It's not a thin line. And even then, she was stalking him too, on a thin line.
So, okay, so if a person is stalking you and you've come to the conclusion that, you know what, okay, this person is stalking me, right? Mm-hmm. Have you dated someone that is now stalking you currently? Or was it just they've done it before and then all of a sudden they just stopped one day?
I wouldn't say they doing it now because I've blocked like 5 different pages that they have created. But I have dated somebody and been in relationships with people who have stalked me. Even people I have not dated and I barely knew stalked me. Like, yeah, calling, like, I don't know how they got the phone number, calling the house, being friendly with my mom, trying to get to know her so they can get closer to me. Like, yeah, people out here are crazy. They be in their feelings for real. You can be nice to somebody and in a way that they feel like safe and protected with you, that nobody else has given them that energy or, just been nice to them before. And that can create stalking in somebody. Like they can look for that. For real. It's real.
So that sounds like something that you may want to, like a conversation you might want to have with like the people that you're around on a regular basis. Like your family, your friends. It would have to be before the stalker even becomes a stalker. I think this should be a conversation that everybody should have. Like, hey, if somebody is trying to get closer to you through me and I haven't said anything to you about them, be getting closer to you or I haven't introduced them to you, then, I think that would be something that would need to be said. Like almost instantly, immediately. Yeah. Because it could become something serious, right?
Oh my God, it could become something way serious. Like, me, I like Lifetime and all of that stuff.
Yeah, you be watching all that shit, man.
I do. And I was actually just watching something not too long ago. And the lady was, and this is the twist right here. The lady was dating this prominent lawyer. And they got really serious. And then she broke it off and he had 2 kids that she was around. One was like 11 at the time and the daughter was probably like 7. And the son wanted to become her. Like, and as he grew up and they like the mom and the dad broke up from, the lady who was now being stalked, he started following her and he started learning her every move. He started showing up. Like I was saying, showing up where she was at, coming to her house, riding down the street on his bike until one day, and I'm just going to give it up, like he killed her and tried to take over her life because he wanted to be her. Crazy.
Wow.
And it was the kid instead of the actual guy she was dating.
And that's why you watch those movies too, because you just be so into those shows. Like it's amazing to me.
But doesn't everybody have like a show that they're into? Like people watch our podcast and they're into it, right? Because of what? Because you and I, we entertainment, right?
Is it just entertainment?
And we be dropping some gems. Real life. We drop some
gems.
This right here is a gem. Like a lot of people don't think. You don't think so?
Yeah, I think you're a gem. Look at her blush, y'all. Look. Go ahead, blush. Got you.
Anyway, see, I be trying to talk to y'all truthfully. And then he just, in the middle of it, he just like, yeah, okay, I'm just going to talk about
drop that bomb on her. And then let me say this. Being that you identify stalking for what it is, what is the official law against stalking? Like when is a person, I guess, doing illegal things at this point? Because you can't lock somebody up for being in the same place that you're in, right? Unless you have some type of restraining order or something.
But there are stalker laws. Everybody's stalker laws are different. Some states don't even have laws against stalking.
Really?
And That's what makes it scary, because anybody can be out here and they can be like monitoring you and showing up unannounced. And, it goes to the extreme when they start to do things like maybe putting up a website about you or beginning to talk to you about what they're doing, leaving voicemails, just crazy, insane stuff that the normal person wouldn't do. Makes sense?
Now, yes, it do. Now, when you started talking about, putting up websites dedicated just to you.
It happens.
Yeah. That's definitely something I would put like as a stalker. But what about these people that create these fan pages for people? Like Beyonce probably has about 1 million different fan pages that was created by her fans.
But I don't believe
Is that stalking?
I don't believe that's stalking. I believe that's them trying to get notoriety and trying to get they may not be able to get likes or anything on their personal page. So of course they're going to create a fan page because it's Beyonce. Who wouldn't want to go and click on a page that has Beyonce's face?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that would be considered stalking. Stalking is a lot more serious. Or it could be something that people just say when people get a little too close. Because I've said it before. He's a stalker. Just because,
his actions, the way he acted.
Exactly.
It said now I've seen some people that I would say looks like he could be a stalker.
How do you look like a stalker?
I don't know, man. You just got that stalker look.
You got that just look in your eyes like they just looking at you like this.
It's not just the eyes. It's the clothes you're wearing. It's the way your head is shaped. Like, it's everything.
Wait a minute. Time out. So you can tell that somebody's a stalker by the way their head is shaped. Is that what you're telling me?
I said he looks like a stalker. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying I have a picture of what a stalker looks like. And I can't describe that to you because I don't want to alienate.
I was about to ask you that because what does a stalker look like?
I don't want to alienate anybody. A stalker can look like your
ex. A stalker could look like my ex.
Well, but I don't want to give you my description of what a stalker looks like. If I was just walking in public and there was a group of people, I would say, okay, yeah, he looked like a pedophile. He looked like a stalker.
That's fucked up.
He looked like... No, I'm serious.
So
he looked like a serial killer.
Out?
Hey,
well, I said that about kids.
Yeah, you said that about kids. You said, man, the way that kid looking right there, he
was just staring out in like space. Some people, they get real zoned out. They be like this. And you like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Like you are looking through the wall. Like you're not just looking at the wall. You looking through it. Like you in outer space right now.
They left reality at that point.
They was gone.
They was gone. They was somewhere else.
But you know what? They snap back out of it like that. And then they go on about their business.
Yeah, once they hear something or something, brings them back. But they do go somewhere. I wonder where they go.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Because
and we all know what can bring. What if you're not a stalker, but something like some really great sex brings the stalker out of you? Have you ever been in a situation like that where somebody done put it on you to the point where it's like you kind of go a little crazy?
Crazy for the D.
Like, has that happened to you?
I had some really good. Really good. He might call me a stalker. I might ask him because it's the guy I'm with right now. I'm gonna ask him what he consider me a stalker. But I think sex definitely can trigger stalker mentalities.
Let's
put it that way because.
So are you saying that some good D can completely change the mind of a person?
Yeah, it's mental. Yep. Especially if you ain't had no D like that. Like let's just say we intimate and it's just so good. Like you hitting every spot that I didn't even know I had, right? And you got me so mesmerized that after it's over, I'm like, let's go again. Round 2, 3. We on round 20 by the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, Look at his face. I'm just saying, stop. Let me finish.
Did she say around 20? Did I hear 20?
Listen.
You see, that's the problem. Y'all going way too far. Y'all going way too far. I'm appalled for every man out there. 20? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Why you gotta be so literal? Anyway, I know what I said, but like, I'm just pointing it out that if it's so good that you ain't had something like that yeah, you calling like, what's up? Where you at? And then I wouldn't say that I would show up at his house unannounced, but it's some women out there that don't.
Yeah, that might. Mm-hmm.
That might show up at his house and want to know, if I ain't getting it right now, who you giving it to? That's some stalkers. That's some stalker-ish right there. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But
it sounds like it, you know what. So what also it sounds like that one word that I pretty much say every single episode.
What you say?
Insecurity.
You think insecurity can lead to stalking?
It's insecurities. That's all. Well, it's insecurities.
That could be a part of insecurity, but I'm just saying, if they want some more of that.
Yeah, but if they're thinking, if I'm not getting it, who getting it? Like, that's an insecurity right there.
No, it's because they want it right now, but somebody else. I mean, because a man can really have some good sex. Like, he can.
Yeah, I do. I understand that. Yeah, I do.
But
and I also know how it can control a person as well. But for them to become
you just said the key word. That's the key word in stalker, control. A stalker is a person who wants to have control. So they begin to do things and they begin to make your life miserable because it brings them joy to know that they have this control over you where you're scared, you're in fear for your life, and you can't do nothing about it. Because like I said, they don't have stalker laws everywhere. They just don't. So they can pretty much get away with what they want to unless they actually got you on a recording saying, I'm going to kill you or I'm going to hurt you in some kind of way. Yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen some movies like that. And of course they're fictional, but it could have been based off a true story.
Most of them ain't fictional.
I'm pretty sure, and I ain't talking about your Lifetime, okay? I'm not talking about Lifetime. But I'm just saying that I've seen some movies.
What you got against Lifetime, sir?
Actually, I don't have nothing against Lifetime. I've actually seen some Lifetime movies and they were decent. They were. They were really decent. It's just that some people watch Lifetime too much.
If we was keeping scores on who had good movies, would I get like some points because Lifetime has good movies?
I guess you would have to get. I guess you would have to get points because it is a movie. It's not like it's a series. So yeah, you would, if you chose a Lifetime movie and it was good, then yeah, you would get a point for that. Yeah.
Can I just ask you, did you send me some coffee today or no?
Well, see, I had like the DoorDash app.
He can't even lie.
Listen.
Y'all, because y'all remember if y'all watched last episodes, like he was drinking his coffee and I'm like, oh, where's my coffee? Look, and then he gonna drink it on camera. He's petty.
Now,
and
listen, I'm like, let me tell you what had happened.
Let me tell you what. That's how you know somebody finna try to lie. Let me tell you what had happened. He can't even lie. Watch how long it take.
I had the DoorDash app on the other phone.
And he keep moving his arms.
I left the other phone.
He's moving his hands.
I didn't have that other phone. And because I didn't have the DoorDash app on the phone I had, I wasn't able to put the order in. And then by the time I got to the other phone, it needed to be charged.
So let me tell y'all about this lie that he just told. Like all of the lies and he's looking down because he know that he don't know how to lie. That's why he looking for something to mess with. But yeah, first of all, he don't even have DoorDash on his phone. So that was the lie. He has Uber, okay? Uber Eats. So yeah.
Look, man, let's get back to this stalker. Why are you telling people about my
because
my
you just lied and lied
on my phone.
and lied and lied. Like, I mean,
Well, if somebody is going through something like that, where they are being stalked, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what would they do? What would their resources be? Like, what do you just call the police? Because I know that the police is going to be like, well, we can't really do nothing about it. I mean, you could put in a
you can't even put in no restraining order against nobody like that. Unless you was actually in a relationship or married to them or they a family member. I swear they got to be somebody close to you.
So a complete stranger, you cannot put a restraining order on.
You don't have the information.
Even if they're stalking you.
You don't have the information. How you going to do it?
You don't have their information.
Nah, you go down there and describe them all you want to, but Joe and Henry might look just alike.
Wow. So what?
There might be somebody around her looking like Uni. Then they pick you up.
So what does a person do? Like if you notice somebody that you don't know showing up everywhere that you're at, and you start feeling like this person is following you or this person is stalking you, what do you do?
I guess you could. What I would do, I would get online and look for anti-stalking laws in my state, of course. Like you don't want to be like looking in Georgia if you live in California. Okay. Because what good is Georgia laws gonna do for you and you in California? You know what I'm saying?
It make sense. First find out what the stalker laws are in your state.
Yeah.
That's what you would do first.
Yeah.
Okay. Because and then what?
Contact the police department. I mean, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know when you go on Google. Because think about it like this. Say, you single, right? Mm-hmm. And you meet this woman. And this woman is great, right?
Great at everything?
Nah, not at everything.
Oh, okay.
But she's great. Somebody that you... Yeah, that you never experienced, right?
Right.
And she knows you more than you know you. And
she knows me more than I know myself?
Yeah. And she knows like a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, it's uncanny how much she knows. You gonna start thinking like,
she must have been following me. Yeah, she must have been following me for a while, huh?
How is she just this great? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be, you're going to have so many red flags.
She knows all your likes. She knows everything. All your likes, your dislikes, the food you eat.
If you didn't tell her.
All of that.
If you didn't tell her, yeah. Like, say she start cooking meals for you and I know you don't onions and peppers, right?
Yeah, I don't like onions and peppers.
I know you don't like onions and peppers, but if this woman is like, let me make you a meal, and then she's, she put it on the table and you're like, oh, this looks good. She's like, yeah, I didn't put no onions, I didn't put no peppers in there. You're going to be like,
And I never even told her this.
And you never even told her that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, she knows specifics of your life that you ain't even let her in on yet. Think about it for a second. What you gonna do? You just gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's great. She knows I don't like peppers and onions. Are you just gonna be blindsided by it? Are you just gonna be like, have your blinders on because, this is an amazing feeling? What you gonna do, Uni?
I think at the time, a person isn't actually going to be thinking that they're being stalked. So I think it would be real easy to miss those signs.
Okay,
I think
how could that be? How could you miss that? That's like a key part for you.
I don't know. Like if you're caught up in the moment and she made a meal for you and she just so happened to leave out the foods that you don't like at that particular time, your thought isn't going to be, damn, she didn't put no onions in the lasagna. This motherfucker is a stalker. Like, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it would go there. I think it would be like, man, how did you know I didn't like onions? Because she could easily say, I don't like onions either. You know what I mean?
Onions and peppers.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's millions of people in this world that do not like onions and peppers, just like I do. Just like I do.
Come on, man.
I'm serious.
Man, I know.
How many people you think is walking around right now that can honestly say, I don't like onions and peppers? It's probably millions. So it could be, I'm just explaining how
so let's
it
say
can go over somebody's head.
Okay, so somebody could put it as easy as she just studied you a little bit before she just got to know you a little bit before she actually approached you.
And that's what somebody's telling me?
Yeah. What if they said that? And then
like
in my
one of
mind,
her friends or something?
Yeah. What if they slipped out and said that? Like y'all out, like say y'all went out to eat or something. And, it's like a double date or she just brought her girlfriends along or whatever. And she went to the restroom, excuse herself. And y'all just talking or whatever. And she's like, yeah, she just studied you a little bit before she approached you. What would you think about that? Like, just to use the word study somebody before you approach them, don't that mean that they had to like really just dig deep into what, like your life?
And you know what? My first reaction to something like that would be, okay, I'm gonna watch her now. Like I already analyze her or analyze people as it is, but now I'm really gonna focus on everything that she's doing just to see what side of the coin she's on. Because I have to give her the benefit of the doubt. She might just be very thorough at who she decides to spend her time with. And she might wanted to, do some research on the person that she's about to go have dinner with, I don't really see that as stalker yet.
I know if somebody done studied me before they even knew me to know what I like, it's gonna tell me one or two things. One, you're a stalker. Two, you're a narcissist because you want to get close to me, and you want to pick up the traits that I have and you want to, act like we just this greatest thing in the world so you can play on my emotions. And both of those situations, stalker and narcissist, feed off control.
It comes back to that word control that you was talking about earlier, huh?
Exactly. They want to control the situation.
I guess because I haven't witnessed somebody stalking me, all I can do is go off of what other people are saying about it. Because my general idea of a stalker, I think of somebody who looks a particular way and acts a particular way. Somebody that has like a kind of crazy type demeanor to where if you was to see them looking through your window, it wouldn't even be a surprise. It'd be like, yeah, you look like somebody who would be walking around. But you got some pretty stalkers out there and some good looking men. Excuse me, good looking men who stalk women and women who stalk. Men. Where these women at to stalk me so I can know what stalking feel like? Because I don't think I've been.
You do not want to know. You don't know what you don't want to know. What
just for the conversation, for conversation
okay,
purposes.
Ladies, if you a stalker, Uni said stalk him.
No, don't. Oh, really? That's what you're gonna do? You gonna just send the stalkers at me?
I'm trying to help you and educate you on what a stalker is.
And she's supposed to be my business partner. She's supposed to be there. She's supposed to be my co-host.
Okay, so he just asked. Did he not just ask? Pause. Put it
all
on me.
Of these.
Put it on me. Beat me up, Scotty. Did Uni not just ask, where are these ladies at so he can know what stalking feels like? Yes or no? That's what he said. So I said, ladies, Uni won't know what it's like to ladies who stalking.
Okay, and did I not, say what she said that I said? And did y'all not know that I was just playing with it? Like it wasn't a serious statement. It was just me playing.
Listen,
she didn't have to.
You can't be playing with stalkers, boo boo.
Man.
Okay, sir, you can't do that. Stalking is serious. These people out here getting killed because people want to stalk them.
And that I believe. And what I'm saying is, I haven't been through it. And because I haven't been through it, I'm not saying I do, but because I haven't been through it, all I can go off of is what I've seen on either television or what somebody like you who has been through it can tell me about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so my thing is, if I felt like somebody was following me or somebody was showing up wherever I was at, me personally, the first thing I'm going to do is confront that person.
What you gonna say?
The next time I see him, I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey." No, I'm serious. I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey, I've been running into you pretty much everywhere you going. Like, are you following me?" Like, I would ask him a direct. Like, I'm serious. I would ask him a direct question. Like, And I would do it like not in a aggressive way. I would do it like, hey, are you following me? Because I keep seeing you. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and there goes the situationship.
Have you seen me? And then based on what they're saying and how they're moving and how they're acting, I would know whether or not this is going to be a problem or not. Because it could just be a fan. Could just be a fan. I mean, I got
fans everywhere.
Yeah, because I got like 14 followers like on TikTok. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm doing big things.
I take for instance, check this out. Like, I had a friend that I was talking to, and he was cool, but like it was weird because he was like, yeah, did he tell me his mom died? It was something fucking bogus, okay? Told me his mom died. He's like, and I need $100. I'm like, bro, what? I even known you for like a month. And you asked me for $100, so I blocked him. What he do?
You blocked him because he asked you for $100? And this was your friend?
He was cool. Let's not call him friends. Is a different word.
What, work associate?
He wasn't he wasn't a work associate. It was a guy who liked me. This was a while. And he was like, my mom died. And that was a red flag for me because you was just okay like 2 hours ago. And then you asked me for $100. Like, no. It just didn't even feel right. So I blocked him. And what he do? He find me on TikTok and he go, so you blocked me for what? Like, why are you searching for me, sir? Like you searching for me?
Oh, so he became a stalker at that point, huh? He was a stalker at that point?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, it just felt all weird. It was all off. I'm like, nah. Ain't no way. Because I would be more worried about like how I'm feeling versus asking somebody for some money. Like, but you supposed to have 3 businesses and you asking me for $100. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone, sir.
Hey, so for those of you out there that might have thoughts of trying to get with Lucky Nicole,
he gets on my nerves.
Please do not ask her for money, okay? You will be blocked. and if you try to reach out after you're blocked, you will be considered a stalker at that point, okay? I just want to let y'all know. Oh
my God. Like, you didn't even...
I mean, I just wanted to let the people know. I had to let them know.
I'm done.
My fellas.
No, I'm not. That's not fair. And that's not fair.
Okay, but it is. That's what it is. Is a man? Let me ask you this.
No, because I'm not even. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Yeah, you do.
You
is
a punishment.
Punishment? That's messed up. Is a man stalker different from a woman stalker?
Absolutely.
Because the man, what you say is going to be a little bit more dangerous. I think
men are a little bit more aggressive. Men are a little bit more aggressive with what they do.
But women have y'all. See, men are like dogs, right? Dogs don't really care who like what they doing. If they want to do it, they just gonna do it. Like cats. Women are like cats. Cats are sneaky. They do. They're the behind closed doors. Like you'll never see 2 cats together doing their thing, but you'll see dogs. A dog would come and just jump on your leg and do his thing. Like, you know what I mean? And so my thing is, a male stalker is going to let you know, like,
because he's more aggressive.
Yeah, but the woman stalker is going to be sneaky with it. So to me, the one that you really need to watch out for are the women stalkers, because you're not even going to know that they're stalking you for probably, for the better part of the time that they're stalking you probably won't even know.
Yeah,
women,
I think that it is slight differences between the way men stalk and the way women stalk. But ultimately, the main thing, what do I keep saying about a stalker is what? The control factor. So they have to have that control factor and get something to where you feel like, man, I can't get rid of this. This person is just here. Like, when will they ever leave? And here's the thing about a stalker. When they feel like they want to hide for 1 month, 2 months, a year, they're going to disappear. But as soon as they feel like you got your life straightened out and you ain't worried about them no more, they can pop right back up.
You know what? And I agree with you, because that goes back to what you and I talked about before when we was talking about ignoring certain situations and letting it just sit, because it's not going to go anywhere. If, eventually as time goes on, it's going to come right back on you, and you're going to have to deal with it then. So it's like, either deal with it now or deal with it then. Nah, it ain't. But I just love the way you say the same things that I was saying earlier that you didn't agree with.
We talking about stalking, sir.
I'm just saying, I just love to hear it. I love to hear you.
We talking about stalking. This is something totally different. I know why you said that, okay?
I love to hear you confirm
okay?
That I was just so right about what I was saying. But it's
okay. But in that situation, I wouldn't call that person a stalker.
Got you.
But I'm talking about stalkers, sir. Ones who live to make your life miserable because they may be miserable. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And you just, you gotta love Uni.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it.
So,
let it be known.
Since you never had an experience with a stalker, how do you think you would handle the situation? Besides, if you a silent stalker, not a silent stalker, but if she kept calling you repeatedly, if you told her to leave you alone, if she keeps making loose threats. If she's sending you letters.
Okay, what I would do is, because, as a man, my first thing is protecting my family, right? Mm-hmm. And if the first thing of me going up and confronting her didn't work, and then she started doing those things that you're talking about,
right?
At that point, I would be thinking about my children and my family and friends. Is this woman capable of hurting them because of me? You know what I mean? Because she's so at all with me, let me see if I can do something to his child to get him to show me some type of affection or energy. Just even if he's going to be mad at me, at least he's thinking about me now. You know what I mean? On that crazy type, that's where my mind would go. So at this point, I would get in protect mode.
Okay.
And by me putting myself in that mode, I'm not really thinking about the consequences of my actions, but I am. Right. I'm going to keep it controlled. But at that point,
but how would you know you would keep it controlled if you've never been through that?
Well, I've been in a situation where I had to go into protect mode before, though. I've been in protect mode before. Mm-hmm. So I know how I would handle my emotions and deal with things while I'm in protect mode. And don't get me wrong, we're in protect mode 24/7, but I'm talking about it's different levels of it, going to code red, this is make sure the pistol ready type, you know what I mean? Because think about it. If the woman is doing what you said that she was doing, she's writing letters, sending off boom, 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 boom. Even though I don't leave the house without my pistol anyway, I'm really not going to leave the house without it now. Because she's showing me this is some next level stuff now. You know what I mean?
Gotta hypnotize.
And so the first thing I would do as a man is I would somehow put on record that this is what's happening. I need people to know.
Right.
So if something happens and somebody ends up getting hurt, they'll see he did come to us and say that she was doing this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything about it, but he does have on record of her doing this, this, and this, and this. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
that might possibly help me in court. Maybe. If it does go, maybe. If it does go that far. But that's the type of thinking that I would be on if that woman had started doing the stuff that you're talking about.
So let me ask you, because you remember in our last episode, we was talking about mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health, do you think that a stalker might suffer from mental health issues if they can't let a person go and they just feel like they have to? That's right.
Of
like
course.
It's mental. Like at that point, they probably need help and they don't realize that they need help.
I think, if you're actually out there stalking somebody, you most definitely have a mental health issue for sure. Yes, no doubt about it.
See, I knew it because like there's no way, not in my right mind. Like I don't see myself ever stalking somebody. Just
I don't know, man. You said that dude that you messing with.
He ain't going nowhere.
You said
just like a woman can
but
have
what if he does though?
No. But
what
just
if he
like
does?
a woman can like have a dude with some good deed. Like if a man has a woman that has some good, it might make him be a stalker too.
No, I'm not saying it can't. But you said it yourself, like that dude. And
he ain't going nowhere.
What if he does leave?
But he's not.
What if he does? Are you going to become a stalker? Are you going to be in his bushes?
I'm not going to be in his bushes, but he ain't going nowhere.
So you just going to be able to say, all right, have a good day. Bye-bye.
I mean, of course. Okay, let me put this out there. With any relationship, connection, whatever you have, okay, you are going to grow attached to that person. You are going to have feelings for that person. Okay. And just because you have feelings, you have a connection, does not mean you're going to automatically become a stalker, even if the dick is good, okay? What I'm saying when you say, are you just going to say, okay, bye? No. Of course, you're going to try to talk and work it out, but that does not mean you're a stalker because you want to work it out and find out what the issue is. Now, if he just wants to leave...
But see, okay. So that goes back to what I was about to say. Like if you tell the person, like, this ain't gonna work out. I think we should go our separate ways or whatever. Like and then that person at that point says, is fighting for the relationship. Like she wants it to work.
But he don't.
But he doesn't. Mm-hmm. When does it become stalker? Like how many, like if she comes back the second time, the third time and is trying to get him back?
If she continuously provokes him and calls him and it just does unnecessary stuff. Like he done told you, like, I don't want to be with you because I want to have sex with 7 different women, right? Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, why not? Because XYZ. And he's like, just leave me alone. Mm-hmm. And she can't leave him alone. Like if she's trying everything after he done told her to leave him alone, like that's when it becomes stalkerish because she's continuing to call him. He don't want it. He don't want none of that. Like it's unnecessary stuff that he's not asking for.
So is it safe to say that anybody that's willing to fight for a relationship,
no,
they have the ability or they have the potential of becoming a stalker if they fight too hard for that relationship?
I would say that anybody has the ability to be a stalker. Just anybody.
Okay.
You don't even have to be in a relationship. Like I said, you can be friends. Friends can have stalkers too.
Yeah. I believe
and that friend could want to be you. So she's looking at every move that you make, learning you and observing you.
That makes her a stalker?
If she tries to take over your life, sir, if she's trying to become you, you don't think so?
What? I mean, all right, so like, I just to understand where you're coming from. Like, okay, let's say you're at all with this particular person, right? Mm-hmm. You love the way they dress. You like their swag. You like the way they talk. Whatever. And you just like everything about him. And so you're looking up to him now. Like the dude might be inspirational, and now you're trying to be like him, right? And so the only way you can learn those things that he's doing is if you're paying attention to him, you're spending time with him and learning.
But see, you spinning it. You spinning it. That's not what I said. I said if that person wants to become you at some point you gotta have your own.
Isn't that what that person is doing?
No.
Isn't that what that okay, perfect example.
Everybody needs to have their own identity. If you don't have your own identity and you trying to be somebody else, like if somebody's looking at this right now, they're like, oh, she got braids, I'm gonna go get braids. Cool. No worries. But if I come on here next week and I got this wig and they say, oh, I like that wig. Okay, cool. That's twice. And now if I come on here and they got, they done went and got the same chain, let's just say they put my name on there and they just rocking it. Like, it's just too much. Like everything I do, you mimicking because you want to be who I am. It's okay to like somebody and be a big fan of somebody, but you also separate yourself from that. You don't have to hang on everything they do.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant is like a split image of Michael Jordan on the basketball court because he has studied this guy's moves and from the way he shoots
he wanted to the way he take over Michael Jordan's life.
No. So it has
there's the difference.
But listen, hear what I'm saying. He had to study this man. He had to do the things that this man is doing. Michael Jordan had 6 rings. He wanted to have 6. He didn't get the 6, but he was trying to get there. From his spin arounds to his jump shots, from the way to his bald head, to the way he holds the tongue out, to his dunks. Everything is a piece of what Michael Jordan did.
Michael Jordan's life. He didn't want his life.
He did want his life, though.
No, he
technically,
didn't. He
wanted to be number one. He wanted them 6 rings.
Number one. If I want to be number one, it don't mean I want to be like Michael Jordan, like Kobe Bryant. If I want to be number one, I'm gonna be number one. He was studying. He studied the moves that he did, and he wanted to replicate those. He didn't want to be Michael Jordan.
It's hard to say that he didn't want to be him.
I'm just saying though, like you turning with
I'm
with
just
what
trying
you
to understand.
But with what you are saying, you basically saying it's okay to go out and just be somebody else. Like go stalk them, go study them, go study them. Go study them every day. Go steal their lifestyle. Go do this. Go do that. No, I'm talking about real stalkers, like stalker type stuff. Like you showing up, just looking, just watching. My question
to you is based off of what you was talking about earlier. When you was describing a stalker, you was talking about somebody who wants to be like you, somebody who wants to be you.
Be you.
Right? Be you. Right. And what I'm saying is,
as far as if you were in a friendship, is what I was talking about.
They were friends.
Yeah, they were friends.
Yeah, Michael Jordan was like Kobe's mentor. And everything, and Kobe studied this man. He watched videos of this man. He studied his every move. He wanted to be just like Michael, but better, right? But
better.
I'm just saying, does that not mean... Don't you have to technically stalk somebody to...
No, you don't have to stalk somebody. I'm sure he wasn't standing outside his house.
I'm not saying Kobe was... He didn't have to stalk them. They were cool. But I'm trying to put the definition of somebody... Like, if somebody really admires what you're doing, the point I'm trying to make is, if somebody is admiring what you're doing, and
it's one thing to admire somebody, and it's another thing to stalk somebody. There's a difference. You can admire my beauty all day long. But if you go get reconstructive surgery to look like me, that's taking it a bit too far.
I agree with that. But right now, we're just talking about trying to mimic your moves, mimic how you talk.
We're talking about stalking.
But I'm asking you, is this a part of stalking?
No.
So a person can, so basically,
he didn't
this is different from what you were saying earlier. Because now...
No, it's not.
So basically, a person is allowed to want to be like you, to mimic your moves,
it's different when they
you.
want to become you. There's a difference.
Is that not wanting to become somebody if you're mimicking their moves, if you're wanting to do the same things that they're doing?
No, that's why I keep saying, like, no. It's if you are dying to be somebody else, I mean, literally dying to be somebody else. If you are where that person is 24/7, if you are on their doorstep, if you sleeping outside their house to see what they doing, if you are watching every move they make, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if they
I agree.
are
that's
just like that one, show I was talking about when the lady dated the lawyer and her son, the dude's son, watched her, studied her, and he became her. Like he literally killed her so he could be her.
Okay, I get that. So it's okay, and the only difference
in the
in
NBA,
what you're saying is
NFL, because everybody who plays football or who plays basketball or soccer, whatever your sport is,
it's mimicking somebody else.
You going to study your mentor.
So
because
you
studying your mentor does not make you a stalker. No, I'm talking about when it gets dangerous.
Okay,
stalker to me is when it's dangerous.
So if a person admires something that a person is doing, and
or
let's
when
say
they
it's
have
not,
to have control over the other
ask my
person,
question.
that is the definition of
Let me ask my question.
Stalker.
Okay, so I want to ask my question.
Ask your question, Uni.
We're not talking about NBA. We're not talking about professional sports. We're just talking about a guy who's just great at life. He has all the friends. He has beautiful females around him. His life is just in order.
You admire his lifestyle.
And there's this person on the side that admires him for everything that he's doing, from the clothes that he wears to the shoes, the way he talks, the way he interacts. And so now this person wants to be like him. They don't want to be him. They want to be like him, just like how Kobe wanted to be like Jordan. So now this person...
what are you missing?
Oh, wait, hold on. So now this person gets some film of this person, and he's watching the film. He's taking...
What's he doing with the film?
He's studying the film to be like him. He don't want to be him. He want to be like him.
To the film? Is he just like...
No.
Okay, that's not saying, what you saying and what I'm describing is two different things. You taking it to a whole nother level. When I'm talking about stalking,
then. That's not stalking what I was talking about. That's not stalking.
If they doing something ridiculous with that, then I would say it's a form of stalking.
So he's recording them so he can have film.
We don't know what he's doing when he got that film at home. He can tell you one thing and he can be over doing whatever.
What you be doing with your film?
What film?
Oh, okay. I want if you didn't say what film, we would have been like, there's some tapes out there.
No, like what film you talking about, sir? Because listen, I aspire to be me because I know I'm gonna be great, baby. I don't want to be like nobody else.
The film.
So when I'm talking about stalking, I'm basically talking about friendships, relationships. I'm not talking about you want to, be on the same level as somebody else. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. That's two totally different aspects, and we can have a whole show about that too. But this specifically, what do we usually talk about? Relationships, right? Mm-hmm. So in a relationship, if a person's doing all that crazy stuff.
But there's so many different types of relationships.
It is.
I mean, all relationships isn't intimate.
It's not all relationships. You're absolutely right. All relationships are not intimate, but at the same time, we're not talking about, I want to be like. It's, I want to be. So I'm going to take them out.
So all stalkers,
behind it.
All stalkers want to be the person that they're stalking. That's what you're saying.
No, it's not what I'm saying. Don't put words in my mouth. But most of the stalkers, there's some stalkers out here that will go to the extreme. I gotta be so literal with Uni. That will go to the extreme to
understand. That's all.
Like or be someone else. So they will go and do whatever it takes to be that person.
All right,
Not be like that person. Nope, let me finish before you ask me a question. And then if you have another stalker who is who just wants to control your everyday life, who wants to just make you miserable because they, for one, can't have you. For two, somebody else got you. And for three, it's just fun to them. It's fun to make your life a living hell. Those are the type of stalkers I'm talking about. I'm not talking about being like somebody famous. I'm not talking about none of that. But when you start going to the extreme and doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing, then it's a problem.
Okay, so like these women that go and get like their bodies changed because somebody that they've seen
because
on TV
they like it,
look a
because
certain
it
way.
might make them look
would that
the
make
same
them
way.
would they be considered a stalker?
No, because they're not stalking them. They see it. Oh, I like the way her ass looks, so I'm gonna go ahead and get mine done. That's not stalking. They see it. You see that in everyday life. They might have a flat butt and always wanted to have a bigger butt.
But that would be doing something. But that would be doing something
would be
extreme
modifying their body
for somebody.
Nope, you can't turn that around.
Look like somebody else.
They not, but they want to look like who they envision them to look like. They not saying I'm gonna do it because Kim Kardashian did it, or even if they do say I'm gonna do it because Kim Kardashian do it, but I'm gonna look this way when I get it.
I think a lot.
I'm gonna do it because I know I'm gonna look this way, and my shape might be a little bit better than hers. So I mean, it's all different ways. But what you saying? No, that's not the type of stalking I'm talking about.
I think because there's so many different levels of what someone would consider a stalker, which is the same reason why, like, if you was to go to the police and tell them that you have a stalker, proof. They're going to be like, well, what are they doing?
That's why I said they would have to do something extreme. You would have to have some kind of proof. You would have to have the paper trail. You would have to have the messages. You would have to have something.
And how does a person acquire that?
If they send you emails telling you they're gonna kill you, that's extreme.
But how many people have stalkers? Did your stalkers send you an email saying they're gonna kill you?
My stalker did not do that, but I also have video footage outside my house.
So your stalker actually came to your house and
yeah, in Kentucky. Every time a person steps on your property and you have footage of them and they just like doing shit that they shouldn't be doing, climbing through windows, like going to the extreme, getting in your house, taking stuff that belongs to you, and they want you to know they're there.
See, that to me, that we got to put another name there for them.
Crazy.
Like, because...
What are they?
I mean, you showing up on my property now. Now you trying to come through my window? Like, that's something else. Like, that
crazy.
That's cold. That's cold
form
red.
Of control.
That's cold red. You trying to come.
It's a form of control. They want you to see them.
There's going to be some red. They're not going to have no control. They're not even going to have control over their breathing. You come walking through my...
You just...
Come through my window.
Have mercy.
I'm just saying.
So
I'm about to take control over your breathing. I hope y'all
got something out of it because Uni be playing. He play all the time. But for real, stalking is serious. And
stalking is serious.
Whatever state you in, you need to find out what your stalking laws are because some states, they don't have them. And it's sad to say because there are people out there and just because you have a mentor or, you feel like, you want to be great like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, whomever, and you're not doing something extreme, that's not stalking, but just going out to be intentional and controlling and having people fear for their life is a form of stalking.
And if you one of them people who like to record women, like without them knowing about it, like I be seeing it on social media. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all be walking through like these grocery stores and y'all be recording, fat asses and just following them. That's stalking, my guy.
Yeah.
That's stalking, and you shouldn't do that anyway. But I'm just letting you know that's a mental health issue that you walking around with. You and your camera.
Check the last video out. Mm-hmm.
It's the video before the last one.
Yeah.
But just keep that in mind for those of you who are recording these women without their permission. There's got to be a law against that.
Yeah, I believe it is a law. I don't know what the name of the law is, but it is one against that. But and if somebody says no, just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone. You ain't got to excessively call them. You ain't got to track their every move. You ain't got to follow them. You ain't got to do none of that, okay? Just leave them alone. Go find somebody else.
And
it's
you know
not
what?
that hard.
The person, if we're actually talking directly to the stalkers right now, they're really not going to understand. They're not going to hear what we're saying. If they have that stalker mentality in them or that stalking personality in them, they ain't going to care about us telling them to leave them alone.
You're absolutely right. They just going to make it worse. I'm a stalker.
Like, what? I'm a stalker. I don't leave nobody alone. That's not what I do.
You're so petty. Why are you so petty? I swear.
I'm just saying, that's what it's going to be like. What? You trying to tell me I'm a stalker? That's what I'm supposed to do. You know
my God.
Leave them alone.
It's in prison. It's going to land you in prison. Or you going to be somewhere on the lab, okay? Just saying.
So what you going to say to the people, man? Go ahead and give them your last words. Lakina Cow.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. For real, I did hope y'all learned something out of this, for real. I know me and Uni play a lot, but
we play.
It is people out here that do stalk, and even what you think might be cute is not cute, leaving you flowers every day on your car because they might want to know what you're doing. Okay. So just look out for the red flags. And if you need to hit one of us up about stalking, then you absolutely can. I'm on all platforms at Lakeynicole, at LAKEYNICHOLE, and it's right above me. Make sure that you subscribe as well so you can catch what else we are talking about every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. And look, if somebody's stalking you, you can definitely hit me up if you want to. But my suggestion to you is to first let your family and friends know, and then let the police know. And then after you consult with your family and friends and police, then you can come holler at Uni, the guide, and you can reach me at UNIDAGOD. And that's on all social media platforms. If you're going to contact me for anything stalkerish, do those first things.
To be stalked.
Do those first things. No, I do not. Do those first things first,
Stalk
that
Uni.
I mentioned. And then holler at me. Holler at me after you go to the
Where can
police
they
and your
find
family
us,
and
Uni?
friends. They can find us.
What is the email account that they can find
the
us?
email, well, you could follow us on all social media platforms at Talk to Me Truthfully. That's TALK, the number 2, METRUTHFULLY. And if you need to email us directly, it's Talk to Me Truthfully inquiries. Just throw the word inquiries and at the end of Talk to Me Truthfully, and that's at gmail.com. And that's pretty much it. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and please share.
Subscribe,
share. Oh, you did the echo? We got echoes now?
I did.
Oh, I didn't know we had sound effects. That's
it's okay.
Cool.
I'm the sound effect.
Yeah. Oh, you had an echo. Can I get an echo sound effect? Can I get one? Oh.
No, don't take my fun away from me.
So I guess that's it, my peoples. We love
thanks
y'all.
Thanks so much for joining.
And,
get us up to 100. We're going to do something special. Y'all get us to 100 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do something real special once we reach that 100 mark. That's going to be a milestone for us. The first 100 subscribers.
The first 100,
my God.
Yeah. You know what? On TikTok, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be real serious right now. We got
Hold on. Let me bring you up.
10.8 thousand views. Y'all need to be following too. Come on over and follow.
If we just had 10% of those 10.8 thousand views, we would have 1,000 subscribers. We will have 1,000
Get
subscribers.
us there so we can start doing something special for y'all. Like, we want to have all kind of stuff. I ain't gonna let y'all know what it is right now, but we're gonna have all kind of special.
We got some really good stuff in store for y'all, for real.
Absolutely. Yeah. So make sure that y'all subscribe, please, on all platforms. Follow. Let's go. Let's get Lakey and Uni to where we need to be at for y'all's entertainment.
And it's really going to be for y'all's entertainment because So, let's do it. Let's do it.
He owes me coffee on the next one.
Yeah, I'm a DoorDash it.
He don't even have DoorDash. That's why he said that. Okay, y'all, that's our time. We love y'all.
Peace. Love you.
Bye.